right. Hi, friends. Created my own little yoga studio here. So we're going to be practicing an all-level class this morning. So what I tell all my students, if you have any injuries within your body, you're going to nurture and nourish them, right? So you're not going to do anything that's going to further hurt you. And luckily, no one is around to see you, so you'll actually listen to that. And I'll break things down if you're fairly new to the practice, and those obviously that have been practicing for quite some time, you add on and do whatever feels right for you. So we're going to start in a seated posture. So you'll sit crisscross with your legs, or you can sit on your heels, wherever the spine can be long and full, with the shoulders relaxing down the back. You'll allow your hands to rest on the thighs or the knees, and you'll begin to close your eyes as you start to feel the connection to the earth below you. And here we'll just begin to take some deeper, fuller breaths through the nose, allowing each breath to follow the next. Start by opening up with 3 ohms, and of course you can definitely join. My soul will hear your ohm. Setting your intention to become fully present and aware during the next hour and 15 minutes as you practice some self-love and self-care. We strengthen our mind and our bodies so we can find some peace within the chaos. So we'll bring our arms down by our sides. We'll puff up our chest and relax the shoulders down the back. We'll take a full breath in as we reach the arms up overhead. On the exhalation, just draw the hands in prayer at the space of the heart. On the inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. Look up towards your hands. Exhale, draw the hands in prayer and the arms by the side. Do that twice more. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come in prayer. Inhale, the arms reach up overhead. And exhale, the hands come in prayer. This time, reaching the arms up overhead as you breathe in. On the exhalation, you'll drop your right hand and reach your left arm overhead. As we create this little subtle stretch along the left side of the body, make sure that your right elbow is bent so the shoulder stays away from the ear. Take 2 full breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. And the in-breath, that right arm will meet the left. And then left arm is going to drop. We'll reach the right arm overhead as we create the subtle stretch along the right side of the body. And again, make sure that your left elbow stays bent so the shoulder is away from the ear. Take 2 full breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Reaching both arms up overhead on the inhalation. And then on the exhale, we're going to twist to the right. So twist the entire torso over to the right to begin. And then dropping your left hand to the right knee, the right hand will come behind you and you'll begin to look over that right shoulder. And take 3 full breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then on the out breath, we twist to the left. But start with the torso to begin, and then the right hand will drop to the left knee and the left hand will fall behind us as we look over our left shoulder. 3 full breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. And exhale. The arms reach up overhead on the in-breath. And then draw the hands in prayer and the arms down by the sides. We're going to separate our legs in a V shape. And then when you get there, you're going to start to flex through both of your feet. So flexing through the feet, the toes are going to point up, pointing, toes are forward. And then from here, just take your hands forward, but keep your chest open. So a lot of times we'll start to round through the spine. So the number one rule in our yoga practice is try to always create length in the spine, right? When we sit nice and tall, we give ourselves more space to breathe fuller and deeper. We allow that prana, the energy, to flow through the base of the spine to the crown of the head. So behind me, there are the chakras. And when we create that length in the spine, we're allowing all the energy to flow through these regions of the body. We'll take 2 more breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathing out. We'll start to walk our hands back towards our center, and then we're going to make our way into a table position. So you'll take your hands below your shoulders and your knees below your hips. You're going to spread your fingers far apart, and whenever we're on our hands, you want to make sure that you're pressing more into your fingertips so we take the weight out of the wrists. We'll go through our standard cows and cats as we warm up our spine. So on the in-breath, you're going to drop your belly, lift your heart, lift your tailbone, lift your gaze. And then on the exhale, you're going to press around, separate the shoulder blades, squeeze the navel to the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, the belly drops, the heart starts to open. And exhale, pressing around to the spine. Inhale, the belly drops. And exhale, we round. Take 1 more just like that. Inhale, belly drops, heart opens. And exhale, press and round. And then you'll neutralize your spine. You're going to tuck your left toes under, and you're going to send your right leg behind you. And now you'll start to point to those right toes, but keep rolling your right hip bone down. Take a full breath in here. On the exhale, you're going to take your right knee to the right elbow and tap. On the inhale, send your right leg back. On the exhale, you'll draw your knee into your nose as you round through the spine. Inhale, extending to the right leg. And exhale, tap your left elbow. Inhale, send the right leg back. Once more, we take the knee into the nose as we round. And then we're going to softly step this right foot between the hands. So if you have blocks, feel free to use them at any time when the ground is far away. Hands come to the blocks. We're going to tuck our back toes under and lift the back knee off of the ground. And then we're just going to shift from back and forth here as we wake up that left hip flexor. And then we'll find some stillness. We'll settle that left knee down. So you want your left knee well behind your left hip, so we start to focus on opening that hip flexor a little bit more. Hands can stay down as we start to lift up the chest. Or you're going to reach the arms up overhead, coming into your Anjaneyasana, the low lunge. Melt the shoulders down the back and keep squeezing those inner legs towards one another. Take 3 full breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. And exhale. And then we're going to take our hands back down to the ground. We're going to shift our weight onto the right foot as we lift our left leg nice and high, coming into standing split. So we're now targeting the back of that right hamstring. So keep your left leg engaged by either flexing through the left toes or pointing through the left toes. And then once more, try to keep your back nice and flat. Take 2 more breaths like this. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathing in. And breathing out. We'll lower our left foot down to meet the right, standing forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift, flat back, and exhale, fold. We're going to press into our feet. We're going to reach the arms up overhead. When you come to the top, you're going to intertwine all the fingers. You're going to release the index, crossing at the thumbs. Take a full breath in, really reach high with the arms. And then on the exhale, you're going to start to lean over to your right. So you want to make sure that both of your hip points and the chest is facing forward, and we're not rolling the left hip out to the left side of the room. And then you're pressing more into that left foot than the right foot. Take one more breath here. Inhale and exhale. We'll come back to our center on the in-breath. And then the out-breath, we're going to start to lean over to the left as we create this stretch along the right side of the body for a crescent moon shape. Keep pressing more into that right foot. Take one more breath. Inhale and exhale. We'll come back to our center on the inhale. And then we're going to swan dive down over the legs. And then lengthening on the in-breath. We'll fold on the out-breath. We're going to plant our hands down. We're going to step our left foot back. So high lunge position with the legs. You'll plant the left hand below the shoulder, and we'll start to reach the right arm nice and high. Coming into another twist. So keep pulling your right knee towards the midline of your mat. You can drop the back knee at any time for a modification. If the back knee is lifted, you're squeezing that left kneecap back to engage the leg. Take two more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Lower the right hand down to frame the front foot. We're going to step back to our first downward facing dog.
Who are you talking to?
Violet, I have to do the class on the phone, see? Go ahead. Scoot.
Can I do it?
You can do it right over here, honey.
Okay, I'm going to get a yoga mat.
Okay.
I want to pick.
So we're spreading our fingers nice and wide.
I want
Okay, you gotta be quiet. Here, you can go right over here, okay?
Okay, Mama.
Sorry, guys.
Who are you talking to?
Okay. So downward face. We're spreading our fingers nice and wide. Our hands are shoulder distance apart. Our feet to our plank pose. And then on the exhale, we're gonna drop down to the knees, the chest, and the chin. So the booty stays up here and the elbows are squeezing towards the ribs. And then we flatten our body. We press to the feet for cobra.
Cobra. I like it.
And then we'll tuck our toes, lift our hips, coming back to downward facing dog. We're going to drop down to our knees for a tabletop position. We're going to tuck our right toes under. We're going to send our left leg back. And again, you're going to point through those left toes, roll the left hip bone down. You take a full breath in here. And then on the exhale, you're going to tap your left elbow. Inhale, sending the left leg back. And exhale, draw the knee into the nose, round through the spine. Inhale, extend the leg back. And then exhale, tap the right elbow. Inhale, extend the leg back. And then knee comes into the nose. We're going to step the foot between the hands. And again, hands can come to the ground or blocks. We lift the back knee and we shift forward and back here. Getting into that right hip flexor. And then we're going to soften the right knee down to the ground. Your hands can stay down the entire time. We're going to start to reach the arms up as we come into the Anjaneyasana, the low lunge. So squeezing those inner legs towards one another, melting the shoulders down the back as we lift through the heart. We take 3 full breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. And exhale. We take our hands back down to the ground. We're going to find that standing split. So we'll shift our weight onto the left foot as we lift up the right leg, targeting the back of that left leg. And you're either pointing or flexing through the right toes. Take 2 more breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathing out. Lower the right foot down to meet the left, standing forward fold. Inhale, lengthening halfway lift. And exhale, refold over the legs. Press into the feet, reach the arms up overhead. And when you reach the arms up overhead, we're now going to hold on to the left wrist with the right hand. We're going to straighten out the arms the best that we can. And then again, we're going to start to lean over to the right. So this time you're pulling your left wrist. So you're creating a deeper stretch along the left side of the body. You're going to stay just like this, or you're going to cross the right foot behind the left. And then press more into that right foot. We have 3 more breaths. Start to look up to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We come back to our center and cross the right foot if it's crossed. And then we're going to hold on to the right wrist with the left hand. We're going to start to lean over to the left. Good. And then you stay just like this. We're going to cross, oh man, I messed up on the other side. Right foot behind the left. Just do the other side. Whoops. Left foot behind the right. And then we're going to start to pull our right wrist. Pressing more into the right foot than the left foot. Take 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. And exhale. We'll come back to our center and cross the feet. Release the arms and then swan dive down over the legs. Inhale, lengthening halfway lift. And then exhale, fold. We're going to step all the way back with our right foot. That lunge position with the legs, you can drop the knee or keep it lifted. The right hand comes below the shoulder. We reach the left arm nice and high. Spiral that chest open to the left. Keep pulling your left knee to the midline of your mat. Take 2 more breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathing out. Left hand returns to the ground. And we're going to step it back to a downward facing dog. And again, those hands, shoulders distance apart. Press firmly into the fingertips. Your feet are hips distance apart. Rolling the shoulders away from the ears, creating the length through the spine. And then we'll pull it forward to a plank on our in-breath. We're going to drop down to the knees, the chest, and the chin. Out breath. Inhale forward through cobra. And then exhale, tuck the toes, downward face. So if you're newer to the practice, or if you don't feel like you have the strength for chaturanga, you're going to practice that knees, chest, chin when we do our sun salutations. If you have chaturanga, it's a half push-up. So inhale forward to your plank pose. And then exhale, either knees or chaturanga, half push-up. Elbows stay towards the ribs. And then we come through upward facing dog, tops of the feet, knees off the ground, shoulders down the back. And then tuck the toes, lift the hips to downward facing dog. Now, if either of these vinyasas don't feel appropriate or right in the body, say you have a shoulder injury, please step back to down dog at each time I tell you to drop knees or chaturanga. We're going to start to walk our feet forward to the top of the mat. You'll lengthen on your in-breath and then fold back down on the out-breath. We'll press into our feet to reach the arms up overhead. And then we'll draw our hands in prayer and bring the arms down by the sides. We're going to step our feet together so we'll find our mountain pose before we salute the sun. So separate the toes nice and wide, spreading the toes far apart, grounding down into all 4 corners of the feet. Squeeze your kneecaps back, and then it's a slight tuck of the tailbone. So you want to bring your hips towards your ribs. And then your fingertips are reaching towards the earth. Your chest is puffed up, and the shoulders are melting down the back. We're going to start with 5 rounds of sun salutation A. So on the inhale, you're going to reach the arms up overhead. Look up towards your hands. On the exhale, you're going to forward fold over your legs. On the inhale, you're going to lengthen halfway lift. And then on the exhale, go ahead and step or jump back as you lower down to the knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale to reach the heart forward, upward face or cobra. And exhale, lift up your hips to downward face. We take 5 deep breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhaling. Exhale 3. Inhaling. 4. Inhale. And 5. We look towards our hands. We bend our knees. We walk, step, or take a hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Press into the feet, reach the arms up overhead, breathe in. And exhale, the hands come through prayer and the arms down by the side. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, look up, jump back as you lower knees or chaturanga. Inhale, lift up your heart, upward face, and then exhale, lift up your hips to downward face. Here you take 5 deep breaths. Breathe in, let's go. Breathe out, 1. Violet, right now I have to teach. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhaling. And exhaling, 5. Bend the knees, look forward towards your hands. Take a walk, step or a hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Press into the feet, reach the arms up overhead. And then exhale, draw the hands in prayer and the arms down by the side. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up towards the hands. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, lengthening, halfway lift, flat back. Plant the hands down, step or jump back, lower knees or chaturanga. Inhale, lift up your heart, upward face. Exhale, lift up your hips to downward face. 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhaling. And exhaling, 5. Look forward towards the hands, little bend, walk, step, or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up the arms, look up towards your hands. And exhale, hands in prayer, arms by the sides, Namaste Suhi. 2 more like that. Inhale, reach up, look up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold of your legs to Uttanasana. Inhale to a flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or jump, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lift up your heart, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, lift up your seat, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in, breathe out, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhaling. Exhaling, 4. Inhale. And exhale, 5. Bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, arms come down by the side. Last one. Inhale, reach up, look up, Urdhva Hasta. Exhale, dive down, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or jump, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lift up your heart, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, lift up your seat to Adho Mukha Svanasana. And we take 5 breaths. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. And exhaling, 5. Look forward towards the hands, walk, step, or hop. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Press into the feet, reach the arms up overhead, breathe in. And exhale, hands in prayer and the arms down by the side. We're going to take 3 rounds of sun salutation B. We bend our knees, fingertips touch down, reach the arms overhead, Utkatasana chair. And then forward fold down over the legs. Inhale, lengthening to that halfway lift. And then exhale to step or jump back, Chaturanga or the knees. Inhale to lift up your heart, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift up your seat, downward facing dog. You can stay here just for an inhalation. The right foot steps forward, the left heel down. We reach the arms up to warrior 1 on our in-breath. On the exhale, the hands come back down as we step back to plank and lower knees or chaturanga. Inhale, lift up your heart, and exhale, lift up your seat. Again, you can stay where the left foot steps forward, the right heel flat. We reach the arms up to warrior one on our breath in. On the exhale, we take the hands down, step back to plank, and lower knees or chaturanga. Inhale, reach the heart forward, and exhale, lift up your seat. 5 full breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhaling, exhale 4. Inhale, and exhaling 5. Look forward towards the hands, walk, step, or hop. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sit the hips back, Utkatasana chair. Straighten your legs, bring the hands in prayer and the arms down by the side. Inhale, bend your knees, touch down, reach the arms up, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, lengthening to a flat back. And then exhale, step or jump, knees or chaturanga. Inhale, lift up your heart, upward face. Exhale, lift up your seat, down dog. Stay or step the right foot forward, left heel flat, reach the arms up for warrior one as you breathe in. Exhale, take the hands down, sit back to plank, go through the vinyasa, knees or chaturanga. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Exhale, lift up your seat, down dog. Stay or step the left foot forward, right heel flat, reach the arms up as you breathe in. Exhale, take the hands down, step back, and lower the body. Inhale, lift up your heart, and exhale, lift up your seat, down dog. Take 5 breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathing in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhaling and exhaling 5. Look forward towards your hands, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sit the hips back, Utkatasana. Straighten the legs, bring the arms by the side. We take one more. Inhale, bend the knees, touch down, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step or jump, lower the body. Inhale, lift up your heart. Exhale, lift up your seat. Stay your right foot forward, warrior one, Virabhadrasana A. Inhale. Exhale, take the hands down, step back, and lower the body. Inhale, lift up your heart. Exhale, lift up your seat. Stay or step the left foot forward for Virabhadrasana A. Inhale. Exhale, take the hands down, step back, and lower the body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhaling and exhaling 5. Look forward towards the hands to walk, step, or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sit the hips back, Utkatasana. Breathe in. Straighten the legs as you bring your hands in prayer and the arms by the side. We're going to separate our feet hips distance apart. So it's going to be 2 fists between the feet. You're going to take your peace fingers and you're going to hook them around the first and the second toe for Padagustasana. So on the inhale, you lengthen, crown of the head forward, flat back. And then on the exhale, you're going to pull yourself down as you reach the crown of the head towards the earth. You start to gaze towards the navel. Breathe in. Breathe out 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. And exhale, 5. And then you're going to release the toes. Take your hands down. We're going to separate our feet a little bit wider. Spin the toes out and the heels in. We're going to find our prayer squat. So if you have weaknesses to the knees, you can sit if you have blocks available, 1 or 2 blocks. Or you don't have to squat so deep, right? So you don't want any pain in your knees. If your heels are down, and this is okay for the knees, then you start to take your elbows and press those inner thighs away so the thumbs can come right towards the center of the heart. We'll take 5 deep breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. And exhaling, 5. We're going to take our hands down to the ground. We'll straighten out our legs. We're going to find our crow pose. So your hands are shoulders distance apart. You're going to bend your knees. Try to take your knees as high up as you can into the armpits because they will slide down. And then you start to lean forward. Right? So you don't have to lift your feet, but if you can, you start to lift your feet. Lift the crown of the head, squeezing the toes towards the seat. Show that from a side view. So again, the knees come as high as you can. Underneath the armpits, you lean forward, squeeze the feet towards the seat, and bring your gaze up. And then again, if it's too much, right, maybe just lift one toe, lift in the other toe. We have 3 more breaths here. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Lower your feet and then go ahead and make your way back to your downward facing dog. Come back to that full breath. Inhale, exhale, inhaling, exhale. One more inhale and exhale. We're going to press into our left foot. We're going to lift our right leg high, and then you're going to bend your right knee and open up your hips so your toes are going to start to point over towards your left shoulder. Encouraging the right armpit to face down towards the earth. And then we'll straighten out that right leg. Roll the hip bone down. Take a full breath in. And then the exhale, draw the knee to the nose, round through the spine. And then you're going to step your right foot between your hands. You're going to spin your left heel flat. So before we rise, find the alignment of your feet. Your left toes are spun and your left heel is down. Your right toes are spun forward. The right heel is down. We're going to start to reach our left arm forward and the right towards that right pinky toe as you begin to open up through the hips. Violet, I need you to go into the other room, please. We talked. Violet, please sit on the couch, okay? Here. Sorry, guys. Once more. How about nobody? You have one more breath here in your warrior 2. And then we're going to straighten out our right leg. We're going to start to reach forward with the right hand as we drop our right hand down to the shin, the ankle, if you have a block, or you can take it all the way down to the ground if your chest can stay open. And then we switch our gaze up towards our left hand. Okay, take a full breath in, a full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. We come back up to stand. We rebend the knee to find warrior 2. And then right away we're going to flip our right palm, flipping the palm to come into your peaceful warrior. So you're sending all that breath into the right rib cage here. So your left hand, right, it's on top of that left thigh, but make sure you're not dumping all of your weight there. Right, the hand is very light, keeping a nice deep bend in that front knee. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. We'll come back through our center, warrior two, and then we're going to come to extended side angle. So you can drop the elbow to the top of the thigh. The left arm can come straight up, or you can reach the left arm overhead. The right hand can come down to the ground, either inside or outside of that right foot. Parsvakonasana. And then you're creating an internal rotation. So you're trying to spin the fingers, the pinky finger to face down, and the thumb to face up. And then we all start to look up at that left hand. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. We come back up to stand for our warrior two, and then we're going to straighten out our right leg. We're going to spin our right toes to face in. We're coming to Prasarita Padmottanasana. So take a full breath in, lift up your chest, and then exhale. Take your hands down to the ground. So your hands are shoulder distance apart. If you have space in the backs of the legs, you begin to bend your elbows as you bring the crown of the head towards the earth. So we are in Prasarita Padmottanasana A. You're going to take 5 deep breaths here. Breathe in. Come on. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhaling. Exhaling 3. Violet East. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Okay, then you can't watch videos, okay? All right, sorry. Jesus. You can do all the yoga you want, but you still want to punch your child in the face, right? Come up halfway on your inhale. Take your hands to your hips. Come all the way up to stand on the exhale. Spin the right toes forward. Bend your right knee for warrior two. On the inhale, flip your palm to your peaceful warrior. And then on the exhale, we take our hands down to frame the front foot. We're going to pivot on the ball of our left foot. So then we're going to drop our left knee. So we're going to come into another twist. So you can take same before. Left hand down, the right arm up. Or you're going to create a deeper twist. You're going to reach the arms up. You're going to take your hands in prayer. You'll take a full breath in here. And then on the exhale, you're going to hook that elbow past the thigh as you come into a prayer twist. And then you can start to pick up the back knee if you want a little bit more. If you have open arms, your left hand comes down to the outer edge of the right foot, and you reach your right arm overhead for Parvrita Parsvakonasana. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. 3. Inhale. 4. Inhaling. And 5. Go ahead and release both of those hands down to frame the front foot. And then we're going to shift our weight onto the right foot. We're coming back to standing split. So here you have the option once more to stay in your standing split, or if you'd like to practice your handstand, you're going to plant those hands down and take a couple hops. We have 5 deep breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhaling. 3. Inhale. 4. Inhaling. And 5. We lower our left foot down to meet the right, standing forward fold, and then just separate your feet hips distance. Again, that's 2 fists. Opposite hand to opposite elbow for ragdoll. Crown of the head reaches down towards the earth, just allowing everything to drape heavily over straight legs. And then we're going to release a hold of those elbows. We're going to roll ourselves up to stand. Arms are heavy. And then we're going to press into our feet. We're going to reach the arms up overhead as we breathe in. And then on the exhale, draw the hands in prayer. And keeping your hands in prayer. We're going to shift the weight onto the left foot. We're going to bring our right knee into the chest and flex to the right foot. Find your focal point. And then we're going to send our right leg back to a warrior 3. So modification, you take your hands down to a modified 3, right, where the hands stay in prayer. The heart stays open. You flex to the right foot. If you want more, you can start to reach the arms forward here. Okay. We take 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Start to bend through that left knee. We're going to step our right foot back, and then we're going to find our warrior 1. So we'll reach the arms up overhead. So press into both of those feet nice and evenly. Start to bring your gaze up. This is going to create a nice back bend. Your palms can be separated, or though traditionally the palms are to touch, and we look all the way up towards those hands. Soften through the breath, soften through the muscles of the face. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Good. From here, bring your hands through prayer. Neutralize your spine and the gaze. And then we're going to take our hands down to frame the front foot. We're going to walk our back foot in. Shoulder wider stance for Parsvatanasana, pyramid. So the hands can come down underneath the shoulders. You want both of your heels down, both of the legs straight. If it's in your practice for reverse prayer, take your arms out to the sides. So then internally rotate both of the shoulders, bringing the palms to touch behind the back. And then folding over that left straight leg. We have 3 full breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. And exhale. If your hands are bound, go ahead and release those hands. A little bend in the front knee as we step back to our downward facing dog. Stay here. Take a vinyasa, knees just in, or chaturanga, shift forward to plank and lower the body. Then lift up your heart, and then lift up your seat, down dog. So before we come into child's pose, we're going to begin to drop down to our elbows as we find our dolphin. So your elbows are, again, shoulders distance apart. Start to look between the inner thighs. We take 5 full breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. Inhale. And exhale. Drop down to the knees and sit back towards your heels, finding child's pose. And just recollecting here. Slow down the body, slow down the breath. Allow those thoughts to dissipate. We have 1 more breath here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And we're going to press into our right foot. We're going to lift our left leg. We'll bend through the left knee, opening up the hip. Toes point over towards that right shoulder and encouraging the left armpit to roll down towards the earth. And then we'll start to straighten out that left leg. Roll the left hip bone down. Take a full breath in. And then the exhale, we'll draw the knee to the nose, and we softly place the foot between the hands. Spin the right heel flat. So again, we're finding the alignment with our feet, the foundation. So our left toes are forward, left knee above left ankle, right heel is down, and the right toes are spun in. We're going to start to reach our left arm back and the right arm forward. So we're hovering our chest off of that left thigh. Again, the left arm is back, and the right arm is forward. On the next inhale, we're going to spiral up to find our warrior 2. So you want to be pulling your left knee over towards the left side of the room, so you start to feel that left hip open here. And then don't shrug the shoulders up to the ears, but shrug the shoulders down the back. And then you're reaching through both ends of the arms. So fingertips are active, like you're pressing something down, and then you're gazing right beyond that left middle finger. And then just notice if you start to reach forward too much, or if you're starting to reach back. You just want the torso to be directly above your hips here. We're going to take 3 more full breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to straighten out through the left leg. We'll reach forward with the left hand, dropping the left hand down to the ankle, the shin, or the left hand can come down to the block or the ground. And then roll your right shoulder open and look up towards your right hand, Utthita Trikonasana. And then keep pressing firmly into the outer edge of that right foot so we're not dumping all of our weight onto the left leg. Make sure you keep a little micro bend in that left knee as well, so we're not locking out our joints. Take 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. And exhale. And we'll come back up to stand. We'll rebend that knee for warrior 2. We're going to flip our palm. We're going to reverse our warrior. So reach that left arm overhead. Softly place the right hand on top of the right thigh. Again, we're not dumping weight onto the right thigh, but the hand is resting there. And then you're keeping a nice deep bend in that front knee. Take 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. And exhale. Come back through warrior 2. We straighten out the left leg. We spin our left toes to face in. We come back to our prasarita. So take a full breath in and lift up the chest. And then exhale, take your hands down to the ground. Crown of the head reaches down as well. Prasarita Padmottanasana. So maybe if you feel safe and strong enough, you'd like to try a tripod headstand. So you take the crown of the head down to the ground. Your hands are about shoulder distance apart. Really important that you're not placing all your weight into your head, but you're engaging all the muscles in the body. So you would start to lift up your legs. Legs can be bent or the legs are straight, where you will then reach the arms overhead. But then you're either going to point or flex to the toes, so you're engaging through the legs. And if you are upside down, start to slowly descend. And then we'll all come up halfway on our in-breath. We'll bring our hands to our hips and we'll come all the way up to stand on the out-breath. We're going to spin our left toes forward. We're going to bend the left knee, warrior 2. We're coming into the extended side angle, so the elbow can drop to the thigh. The right arm can reach straight up, or you can reach the right arm overhead. Your left hand can come down to the inside of the foot or the outside of the foot. Parsvasana. Breathe in. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. 4. Inhale. And 5. We take the right hand down to frame the front foot, pivot on the ball of that right foot. So we're going to come into that twist. So the right hand can stay down with the left arm up, or you're going to drop your back knee, come to stand on the knee, bring your hands in prayer, to then hook that right elbow past the left thigh. Spiral your chest open to the left. Back knee can stay down, and you can lift the back knee off of the ground. You tried it on the other side. Parsvasana, right hand comes down as we reach the left arm overhead. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath, inhale. And exhale. Both hands come down to frame that front foot. We're going to shift our weight onto the left foot as we lift up our right leg, standing split. Again, here you stay, or you can play with your handstand. Urdhva Mukha Vrikshasana. We have 5 full breaths. Breathe in. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. And exhale 5. Lower the right foot down to meet the left. Separate feet, hips distance apart. And again, opposite hand, opposite elbow for ragdoll. Allow that head to be heavy. Torso drapes over the legs. Let everything go. And release and hold those elbows. Start to roll yourself up. When you come all the way up, reach the arms up overhead. Draw the hands in prayer. We're going to shift our weight onto the right foot. We'll bring our left knee into the chest as we flex to the left foot. Find your focal point. When you're ready, you start to extend the left leg back to find warrior 3. You get options. You can take your hands down to a modified 3. Hands can stay in prayer. You can reach the arms overhead if you're looking for more of a challenge. Just keeping that back leg nice and engaged. We have 3 more breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to soften through the right knee. We're going to step our left foot back as we find our warrior 1. Okay, so nice deep bend in the front knee. Keep pressing into the outer edge of the left foot. Palms can touch and the palms can be separated. Shoulders relax on the back and the gaze is up, so we create a back bend. We take 3 more breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. Hands come through prayer. And then we take our hands down to frame the front foot. We walk our back foot in so we can straighten both of the legs with the heels down for Parsvatanasana, pyramid pose. So again, hands can be below shoulders, block or ground if you like. You take the arms out to the sides, internally rotating both of the shoulders in so you can create reverse prayer behind the back. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more in, and exhale. And releasing those hands down to the ground if they're not. Little bend in the front knee. Step it back to your downward facing dog. Hold here, or go through the vinyasa, pulling forward to your plank on the in-breath. Lower the body on the out-breath. Lift up the heart on the in-breath. Lift up your seat on the out-breath. And we're all going to pull forward to a plank pose. We're going to shift our weight onto the right hand as we come to side plank. So you can drop your right knee for a modification, or you're going to stack or stagger through the feet. And then ideally we want to be looking up towards that left hand. Okay, we have 3 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. We lower the left hand down. We refine that plank pose, and then we go right to the other side. Left hand stays down. Stack or stagger the feet, or drop that left knee down for a modification. And then if you can, you start to bring your gaze up towards that right hand. Take 3 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhaling, and exhale, returning to that high plank position. Before we find child's pose, drop down to the elbows. We're back to dolphin pose. So the elbows are below shoulders. Walk your feet in a little bit more this time. Start to bring the gaze up towards the thighs. We hold here for 5 deep breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, 3. Inhale. 4. Inhale. And 5. Drop down to the knees. Find child's pose. Let everything go. So we're going to either practice that dolphin once more. If you'd like to try your Pincha Mayurasana, just please practice safely and mindfully. You can always move over to the space of the wall. So with forearm stand, you want to take opposite hand to opposite elbow. So you don't want your elbows to go any wider than so. And then you bring your palms down. So for me, I bring my thumbs to touch, but traditionally hands are separated so the wrists are in line with the elbows. But again, I bring my thumbs to touch. So if you're working just towards strengthening here, right, you're going to hold that dolphin once more, right? If you want to try your pincha, you walk your feet in. The head is off the ground. You're looking right between the arms. And then you lift one of your legs, and then you start to take baby hops, right? Hopping, baby hops. And then when you find that point of balance, right, your legs can stay separated, or you start to bring the legs to touch. It's really important that you're bringing all your weight into your elbows here. Not so much the hands. Your hands are your brake pads though, so if you feel like you're going to fall over, start to press into your fingertips. And you're down. And then we'll come back to our final downward facing dog. If you'd like one last knee stretch, chin or chaturanga, pull forward to your plank, lower down to the knees or chaturanga to lift up your heart, to lift up your seat. And we're all going to pull forward to plank. We're going to lower down to our bellies. When you get to your bellies, the chin's going to come forward. You're going to reach the arms down by the sides. You're going to intertwine your hands behind your back for Shavasana. You'll cross the right ankle over the left ankle. On the in-breath, you're going to reach the fists back, lift the feet off of the ground, opening up your heart. Come back to the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And cross your feet. Release your arms. Take your right cheek down. Coming into a little rest here. And then we'll bring the chin forward. We'll cross the left ankle over the right ankle. Again, intertwine your hands behind your back. On the in-breath, pick everything up. Reach that fist towards the opposite side of the room. Reach the feet. Engage the legs. And then take 4 more breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. And then exhale and cross the feet. Release the arms. Left cheek comes down. Take a little rest. And then we'll bring our chin forward. Bring your feet together. So wiggle those legs as close as you can towards one another. We're going to start to reach both hands and feet to the back of the room. You're going to stay just like this, or you're going to bend your knees, reach back to grab for the feet or the ankles, and then you're going to kick your feet into your hands as we come to Dhanurasana. We take 4 deep breaths. Breathe in, breathe out 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, 3. Inhale, and 4. Release your feet. Bring your right cheek down. Take a little rest. And then we're going to start to take our hands by our shoulders. We're just going to flip ourselves right onto our backs. And then when you come to the backs, you're going to bend your knees so your heels are below the knees. Palms down by the sides. Coming into Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. Press into the feet. Lift up your hips so the palms can stay down by the sides, or intertwine the hands underneath you as you curl the right and left shoulder towards one another. And you're pressing firmly into all 10 toes. We have one more breath here. And then releasing the clasp of your hands or clasp, lower that seat down to the ground. Pause here. And then palms come back down by the sides. Press into those feet. Lift up the hips back to your bridge. You're going to stay here. Or you're going to take your hands by your shoulders with the fingers spun towards your feet. So then press into both hands and feet for Urdhva Dhanurasana, your wheel pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Lower everything down. Upper back, middle back, lower back returns to the earth and the palms by the side. And then we come to our last back bend. So again, you can take that bridge back to the shoulders down, palms flat, or hands intertwined behind you. Or you're coming back to your wheel pose, hands by shoulders, press into the hands and feet to then lift up your body. And then we take 5 full breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. 3. Inhale. 4. Inhale. And 5. Slowly lower, upper back, middle back, lower back. And then just flattening your whole back with your feet down to the ground. We'll pull our knees in towards our chest. And again, just keep your whole back flat, back of the head down, lower back, middle back, upper back. And then start to draw your chin up towards your knees as you round into a ball. And then relax the head back down. Take the arms out to a T shape, both shoulders down. Drop your knees off to the left. Option to switch the gaze over to the right. And then we'll bring our knees back to our center, and we'll drop our knees off to the right. So the twisting just neutralizes the spine from the back bending. And then we'll bring our legs back to our center. Place the feet down. We're going to come to a reclined pigeon. So you're going to keep your left foot down. Straighten out your right leg towards the ceiling. We'll bend at our right knee. External rotation with the hip. Right ankle to the top of the left thigh. You can stay here if this is enough. Flex your right foot. or you're going to pull your left leg into the chest to clasp your hands behind that left thigh. So keep flexing through the right foot. I'm not there to physically adjust you, but what you could do is take your right elbow and press the right thigh away if you're looking for a little bit more. We'll take one more breath here. And we'll release the clasp of the hands. Lower the left foot down. Lower the right foot down. Right foot stays down as we straighten our left leg. And then we take our left ankle on top of that right thigh. Keep the left foot flexed. Stay here. Pull the right leg into the chest to clasp your hands behind the thigh. And again, a little self-adjustment. Your left elbow can start to press that left thigh away. We have one more breath here. And then we'll release the clasp of the hands. We'll lower the right foot down, lower the left foot down. We'll pull both knees into the chest. So modification of happy baby is you take your hands to your shins and you guide your knees far apart as you pull your knees past the rib cage. If you'd like a little more, start to flex to the feet. Reach up to grab for the inner outsides of the feet. To then guide both of those knees down. Right? You want your lower back to stay down. Slightly draw your chin into your chest. Ananda Balasana, the happy, blissful baby. And then we'll release the hold of those feet or the shins. We'll guide the knees towards one another. We're going to grab behind our thighs. We're going to rock ourselves up to sit with straight legs for Paschimottanasana. So you'll flex through your feet and your chest is nice and open. We'll reach the arms up overhead as we take a full breath in. On the exhale, hinge forward at the waist, so leading with the heart. And then wherever your hands drop, that might be your shins, your ankles, or your peace fingers can hook around the big toes. Just keep the spine long, and then slightly draw the chin to the chest. Paschimottanasana. Take 3 full breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, releasing those toes. We're going to start to bend our right knee. Our left hand is going to catch the outside edge of the right foot. And then we're going to pick that foot up. So the knee can stay bent if the hamstrings are tight as we reach the right arm back. Or you can straighten out your right leg. Harvrita Paschimottanasana. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. And one more breath. Inhale. And exhale. So from here, just take your right hand to the base of the spine. And then you're going to cross this right foot over the left extended leg. So we're coming into another seated spinal twist. You'll reach the left arm up as you take a full breath in. And then on the exhale, you're going to hook that elbow past the right thigh. And we'll start to switch our gaze over the right shoulder. So a deeper twist. So this right hand, you're pressing firmly into the right hand. It's serving as a second spine. Take 3 more breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to your center and then take a little open twist to the left. And then I'm crossing the right foot, straighten out that right leg. And we'll bend our left knee. The right hand catches hold of the pinky toe side of the foot. The knee can be bent or you straighten out through that left leg. And then we reach the left arm back, looking back at that left hand. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Take your left hand down behind you, serving as that second spine, then crossing this left leg over the right extended leg. Reach the right arm up overhead as you breathe in, and then exhale, hook the elbow past the thigh, and then switch that gaze back over the left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. And breathing out. Come back to your center and then take that little open twist off to the right. And then come back to center, straightening out that left leg. So we're going to come into a cooling inversion. I'll break down supported headstand. However, if you have any injuries to your neck, you're not going to go on your head, right? Because that will further damage the neck. So same as forearm stand, right? The elbows were shoulders distance apart. That's where you want to be for your headstand. So opposite hand to opposite elbow, you would intertwine all the fingers. This is coming to the back of the head, so the crown of the head comes down to the earth. Now again, if you want to use the space of the wall, using the wall, and if you do not want to go onto your head, I'm going to go to shoulder stand afterwards. So you would bring the crown of the head down, you'd nuzzle this little cradle behind the head, tuck the toes, walk the feet in, and then from here, the best approach is by bringing the knees into the chest, right, where you would hold there, or eventually straightening out your legs. So you can stay there, right? If you don't feel comfortable doing that, you're going to come onto your back for shoulder stand. So you would take your feet up, you would hoist your feet all the way overhead for Halasana, and then you would take your hands and intertwine them behind the back so you can curl the right and left shoulder towards one another. So then take your hands to the lower back and straighten out your legs. So here, most common mistake, and you should not be moving your head right to left here, so you want to be looking right up towards your feet. Most common mistake is you start to bring your feet overhead more than you want to, because that means you don't really have to use the muscles of the body, right? But you want to be engaging everything where the heels are above your knees are above hips, and hips are above your shoulders. Wherever you are, we're going to take 5 deep breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. 4. Inhaling. And 5. If you are in shoulder stand, start to bring your feet back over your head for Halasana. Bring the palms down by the sides where we will slowly roll ourselves out. Lowering the legs down to the ground. If you took your headstand, you'd go to child's pose. If you did shoulder stand to Halasana, start to bring your elbows down, puff your chest up by sliding those hands underneath you. And then leaning the crown of the head back for fish. That's the Inversions. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly flatten all the way down to your back. So we're coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. If you have any weaknesses to your lower back, you're going to bend your knees, bring your knees to touch, and walk your feet mat distance apart. If the lower back is healthy, straightening your legs, and just allow the toes to flop out to the side. Palms to face up to be more receptive to the energy. Palms to face down, which we more than likely need, is a sense of grounding. And then start to relax all of those muscles in the face. Unclenching the jaw by slightly separating your teeth. Moving the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Letting go of any manipulation of breathing. We'll sing 3 rounds of Asatoma, Satgamaya, Tamasoma, Joitir Gamaya, Mrityormamritam Gabaya. And this means, lead me from the untruth to the truth. So separating myself away from all of the labels that my ego has distributed to me. To find my actual truth, my actual purpose, which is love and light and life. Lead me from the darkness to the light. So especially in a time where the world is full of chaos, right? Fear-based thoughts and actions and words, which takes us away from our light, which is that internal truth, the love. Our Purusha, our true self. Lead me from death to immortality, that knowing that whatever the outcome, right, because more than likely we're going to lose people that we love, right, that our souls are the only everlasting and permanent thing on earth. So lead me from death to immortality, connecting to my power, higher power, our divine nature. From the untruth to the truth, from darkness to light, and from death to immortality. We begin to slowly awaken from the body, wiggling the toes and the fingers, gently rocking the head side to side. Bending your knees to the ground and either rolling to the right side of the body or hoisting yourself up to sit as we find our seated posture. By singing the vibrational sound of Om. Now that's Om to heal those who are suffering. Full breath in. Your love, your light, your life. Thank you for allowing me to guide you. I miss everyone dearly. Stay strong, be kind, and be patient, right? The last few days I kind of want to call diapers on myself because I want to beat my child so badly. But we practice this yoga and try to create some peace within our minds. So thank you so much and namaste. Love you all. All right.